The Buffalo Are Back by Jean Craighead George. Paintings by Wendell Miner. In a long time ago, an orange buffalo calf was born. He wobbled to his feet and blinked. A lark flew to the top of a 6-foot blade of grass and sang as sweetly as a panpipe. A town of prairie dogs barked. The green gold grasses of the plains rippled like waves from horizon to horizon. On that day in the mid 1800s, 75 million buffalo roamed in North America. In little more than 50 years, there would be almost none. What happened? The answer is a story of the American Indians, the buffalo, and the grass. The American Indians. On the day that the calf was born, the air was smoky. The Indians who lived on the plains were setting the grasses ablaze, as they had for thousands of years. The fire was good for the prairie. The calf may have been afraid of the flames, but they kept the trees from taking over the grasslands. The fire's ashes put nutrients in the soil, making the grass healthier for the buffalo that ate it. By taking care of the grass, the Indians took care of the buffalo. In return, the buffalo took care of the Indians and the plains. Buffaloes were the Indians' food and were used to make their shelter and clothing. The buffalo never ate too much grass, and their sharp hooves helped rainwater reach into the soil, keeping the prairie healthy. The orange calf learned to roll in a dust wallow. He watched the prairie chickens show off their exotic feathers, from the Mississippi to the Rocky Mountains, and from the Gulf of Mexico up into Canada. The buffalo herds grazed the Great Plains. The buffalo. In the mid 1800s, change came to the plains. First, it was white fur hunters. They stacked the beautiful buffalo hides in pointed canoes, sold them east for profit. Then the American explorers came, who shot many animals for fun. Buffalo made good targets for the hunters because they are big and often stand still. But it was the settlers from the east and the American government that killed almost all the buffalo herds. After the Civil War, the government bought huge tracts of land from the Indians. They forced many Indians to go into reservations and sold the land to settlers. Families from Europe and the East Coast rushed west to settle the rich black prairie land. But there was trouble on the plains. The government broke its treaties with the Indians, so the Indians fought back and won several battles against the United States Army. Then the government saw another way to defeat the Indians. Soldiers and settlers were encouraged to shoot every buffalo they saw or drive whole herds over cliffs.